guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 471. Today we're doing this little kettlebell muscle mashing today, taking care of the anterior portion of the hip. We're going to collectively get a little bit of this tensor fascia lata on the side, a little bit of the rectus femoris, the part of the quad tendon, and even some sartorius, because the way we're going to mobilize today is by taking this kettlebell, flipping it upside down, using the handle as a compressive device over the tendon as we activate the hip into hip flexion. Why are we doing this? Well, I just spent the last 4.5 hours driving up from New York City up to upstate New York, Seneca Falls, so that way we can teach a course tomorrow. Sorry, my allergies are getting to me a little bit. But anyway, so what I'm trying to do now is, since my hip was stuck in flexion for the last 4.5 hours, get a little tight into extension. And I want to clear this up and clean this hip extension up, so that way I'm going to do some kettlebell swings right before we go to bed here, and that way I can get nice, clear, clean hip extension. So let me show you how this goes. It's a really fun and easy one, and it's a great way to do it if you're like me and just travel just with the kettlebell. That way you could always get some work in. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the kettlebell up. We're going to flip this around so we get the handles of the kettlebell right into our hip crease right here. Now let me bring this to you so you guys can see this. So as you can see, I got the handle coming down. This is a 70-pound kettlebell. It could be a 35 or whichever one works to your comfort, because again, this is going to be moderated by your comfort level. So what I'm going to do here is, once I get the kettlebell over, I'm just bumping into that hip pointer bone, okay? So as I bump into that hip pointer bone, I'm just going to take the kettlebell, I'm just going to rock it from side to side. By rocking it from side to side, I'll be able to feel the prominent portion of that tendon. When I get on top of the prominent portion of the tendon, the mobilization is very simple. All I'm going to do is just lift my knee up just a little bit. See how my body kind of leaned back? If I was sitting on the chair like I should be, and I'd be able to demonstrate it, not be able to demonstrate it as clearly, but if I was sitting on the chair like I should be, nice up and nice tall, I should be able to lift that up, yeah, like that, without having my back lean backwards, okay? Now all I'm trying to do here is just activate the tendon. I don't have to bring my knee up that high at all. Just activate this musculature in here. And then every so often, after about 3 to 5 activations of the hip, I'm just going to jostle this around and let it get a little bit deeper into that tissue, let it mobilize that tissue, let it add a little bit more compression over that tendon and insertion sites. So right now, I'm pretty much right over top that quad insertion, but if I want to move it a little bit to the side and get a little bit more of that TFL, I'm welcome to do that as well, okay? This is a big handle here, and it could take up a bunch of this real estate. So it's a really good way just to cause compression and just clean up and clear up that hip that's been stuck in flexion for me for the last 4.5 hours. But for most people that are out there working at their desk and everything like that, if they're going to come into the gym and do squats or doing thrusters or anything that involves that fully open hip extension, this is a great one to do as a warm-up for them, okay? So what we're going to try to do is 3 sets of 5 hip activations, and then 30 seconds of jostling the kettlebell back and forth. We're going to do 3 sets of that, and then we're going to switch to the opposite leg. The test retest is going to be a squat. It's going to be a squat with full hip extension open on the top. And I want you to feel the difference before and after. Guys, I hope this helps you out. And until tomorrow, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.